I just wanna ride my bike, yeah. I'm just sick of always watching the news. I just wanna go outside, yeah. Spend a weekend way up top with a view.
Hey everybody, it's been a while, but I have a really cool episode for you today. So the great podcaster that I am, I forgot to record the audio from the from the phone call. So we're just doing it the old classic way, just me in front of a mic, talking, and just reading about this company. So yeah. Yeah, so in this podcast, I'm going to interview one of my friends. He started this company called Wonder, and I wrote a paper on it. So we're a featured article, and yeah, I'm just going to talk about it if that's cool with you. So yeah, Wonder, empowering people to create and collaborate for a better world. A San Francisco startup making a dent in the Web3 and DAO space. Good ideas rarely happen overnight. In this case, Wonder was almost 10 years in the making. After countless hours of trial and error, hackathon after hackathon, working on startups that weren't quite ready yet, and some heartbreak, entrepreneur Adam Hayes finally gets the ball rolling with Wonder, a startup focused on building project management software and DAO and software and tooling for DAOs. The year 2012, an interesting year. Some thought the end of the world was near. iPhones become more mainstream. Everyone is tagging and liking each other's photos because Facebook goes public, and Psy's Gangnam Style breaks the internet. 2012 is an important year for Adam because that's the year when he got the idea. It wasn't called Wonder at the time, but just the idea to help solve the problem of organizing resources. Fascinated by the idea of global collaboration, inspired by the act of working anywhere with anyone in the world, all working together on a single project, is what started to brew in his mind. Asking questions like, wouldn't it be cool to work with a person or community halfway across the globe? Visualizing the idea of helping a startup in India, with marketing wizards in Finland and finance expert from Canada, all working together. Pretty cool idea, right? And so the entrepreneurial journey begins. Starting small, a theme that Adam suggests throughout the interview, and getting started was an important step. Hayes started off by asking some friends what projects they were working on and logging them into a Google Sheet. Start small, fail often, and keep iterating. To keep ideas flowing, inspiration was important. From problem solving through different angles and how nature operates, and reading books from other successful leaders and philosophers. One worth mentioning was Buckminster Fuller, a futurist, architect, and polymath who coined the term spaceship Earth and popularized the geodesic dome. Fuller's ideas were pivotal in the start of Adam's first attempt at a project and community collaboration software startup called Planet Rocket. His synergistic approach to creating cool and unique things while also taking care of the earth was a big takeaway. The idea of we're all floating on this rock we call Earth, and how do we efficiently allocate these resources for all? The idea of innovation and sustainability were and still are intertwined in the DNA of every idea, project, and startup Hayes was a part of. So yeah, we're all on this rock we call Earth, and how do we efficiently allocate these resources for all? Pretty good statement, right? But yeah, Planet Rocket could be seen as the seed to what Wonder is today. Mission, value, and values were similar, but product and market fit were not right at the time. And Because this was a startup, Hayes needed to sustain his life with other work. A few odd jobs later, like dishwasher, baseball announcer, and a great job as a growth marketer at The Hustle, a tech and business news startup at the time. Life started to look up with these addition of newly acquired skills and experiences. During his time at The Hustle, Hayes met one of his current co-founders and software engineer, Andros Wong, during an event called HustleCon. This partnership was incredibly important because it helped move ideas forward for both. Would continue to work on side project after their regular workday. Side projects such as productivity tools, web apps, iOS apps, etc. And this would continue for about 2 years. Eventually, the Wonder we know today would sprout from this relationship. The journey was years in the making. Not a straight shot, but worth the wait and struggle, because Wonder recently, as of November 2021, raised $2.5 million in funding. The funds will go towards their mission of building a community-led platform that fosters collaboration and goal completion, while letting users own equity in the universe they help construct. When asked about the fundraising process, Adam suggested starting small and asking the question, should you even fundraise? To test the ideas with around $100 or less. Make a Shopify and just run some Facebook ads. If that small test is successful, then it may be an idea worth pursuing. There were other factors to consider, like a clear path on how the funds will be used, time and stress commitment, founder and investor fit, and getting some wins under your belt by studying and learning from people who knew what they were doing. All of these factors help build confidence and eventually a position to take and work on the idea full time. With funding secured, the team at Wonder is quickly growing. Adding another co-founder and engineer to the team, Terry Lee, who is one of Andros' friends. A few more employees recently joined, such as a community manager, a strategist, and some engineering and development members as well. And they are currently hiring, so I'll probably leave a link in the show notes if you're interested. So the product and value that Wonder provides is that they're trying to make a more collaborative world by creating project management software and DAO tooling to help make contributions as cool as possible. A DAO, stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. This, or in short, is just a new way to start an organization. So Wonder helps people achieve their dreams by making it easier to go from 0 to 1. For example, this allows artists to get fairly compensated for their art, thus helping them focus on creative process rather than allocating their time on building an organization. Some benefits to DAOs are they're fully managed and owned by their members. Basic features include voting, funding, and etc. A popular way to reward work/contributions in a DAO are through tokens. Wonder currently uses Wonder tokens, or $Wonder. And DAOs currently work through smart contracts, which are basically the rules of the organization and holds the group's treasurer. So nobody can change these rules except by voting. This is very group-centric and there is no central authority needed. Wonder also aims to be the future of work and play, work by making it easy to start an organization, by laying the canvas for DAOs, and play by envisioning a future of community events, exclusive albums, concerts for token holders. There's a lot. Wonder also creates efficiencies like clearing up confusion on skill sets for employers. An example being resumes and LinkedIn profiles. So these documents say what you did, but not much about the quality of effort or unique skill sets required from X job that you worked at. Using a DAO and pods specific teams, this helps simplify things because it goes straight to the point. It shows exactly what you contributed, what skills were needed to accomplish those tasks, etc., making things incredibly transparent between all parties, potentially easily matching candidates with the job they're actually good at and enjoy. The future is exciting for Wonder. There's a lot to do and a lot to learn as well. He states some key learning moments as an entrepreneur at Wonder. Some takeaways like knowing when to quit, don't rush, focus on the product, and when difficult decisions come around, the choices are obvious. Things are cooking in the background, and you might not know it. And to not get caught up in the flashiness. Being an entrepreneur isn't easy. Mental health, happiness, positivity, and self-care are a priority to maintain and sustain the workload of an entrepreneur. Life changes, or little changes and improvements every week compound to help move things forward. Some closing thoughts. Hayes ends with R2: believe in yourself, follow your interests, and follow the Web3 movement. Wonder is also currently hiring, so if you're interested, check out wonderverse.xyz and their Twitter page at wonderverse_xyz. So yeah, pretty cool company, right? Pretty cool, right? And I have a little reflection interview / further reflection piece after it. So yeah, if you want to listen to it, you're already here. Just listen to it. So going into the interview, I thought I had a grasp of what Wonder was and what their business was about, but turns out there's much more to it than just reading the articles and blog posts. I chose to chat with Adam because he was one of the guys who got me into entrepreneurship in the first place. He got me out of my comfort zone by encouraging me to speak in public whenever the opportunity presented itself, like presenting pitch decks and like just asking questions. So yeah, and just to keep trying new business ideas on areas I was interested in. So yeah, without Adam, there would be no podcast. Pretty wild, right? Pretty wild. But yeah, I'm still an introvert, but I was and still am an introvert, but I will gladly make a speech just to practice the craft and see how I can improve later. Adam and I first met at a history class in our undergrad studies at Humboldt State. We got to work together more often through the HSU Entrepreneurs Club, and once we graduated and went our separate ways, we continued to work on our business ideas and catch up every once in a while. One thing that was always prominent with working with Adam was just his positive attitude and just unconquerable mindset no matter the situation. That's something I still try to practice every day when things get kind of challenging. So yeah, just try to keep positive, But yeah, during the interview, I was pretty surprised by how unique and in-depth the answers were to my simple questions. Just trying to keep up and take all these quick notes. They were pretty hard because there was a lot of really good information. The interview was really fun. I really enjoyed it, even though when the connection was choppy at times and my phone was about to die. So note to self, if you're going to interview somebody, charge your phones. Charge your phone if you're going to interview somebody. Especially really important interviews. Charge your cell phone. But yeah, the positive attitude was definitely present throughout the entire interview. And I just wanted to keep more. I just wanted to keep learning more about Wonder and what they had